Hi guys, I'm so sorry it's taken me this long to make another video. I've just been really busy moving around and stuff. But anyways, enough about me. I did not realize that, or I didn't think that the video I put out was going to blow up. I'm the admin of the Monopoly Go server on Discord, and I just made that video for, whoever needed help after the new update, and it absolutely blew up. So weird. Um, so many of you are commenting that you need a reroll tutorial and how to get it all set up. So I would be more than happy to explain that for you guys. I also have a resource for you. Um, I have all of these rerolls for you that you can go and download. I'll put the link in my description. These are just themes. They all do the same exact thing. You can just choose which one you like best. Um, Anyways, let's get straight into it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to download BlueStacks. So, oh, and also this tutorial is for people with a computer. So, get BlueStacks if you have a Windows computer, laptop, or desktop. Download BlueStacks, okay? And then we'll get into the next part. So once you have that downloaded, you're going to go into this PC and your C drive, and you're going to look for this folder. Now, if you don't see this folder, it's probably because it's hidden. So all you would have to do is just check hidden items and it'll pop up. I have Windows 10. If you have Windows 11, it'll be sometimes different. So, or it will be different. So just keep in mind that you have to make it so all your folders are unhidden. You go into Program Data and you're going to look for BlueStacks NXT. You're going to click on that, and this is the file that we're looking for. So we'll just pause on that for a second, because first you want to open your BlueStacks multi-instance manager and you want to create a new instance, a fresh instance. And you're always going to use Pi 64-bit. I know some people prefer NuGet. I prefer this. So that's what we're going to use for this tutorial. So this is all good. All of these settings are good. I usually change it to portrait, and I'll do it to, this is a good setting usually. You can do it lower if maybe you have a slower computer, but this is a good setting. And then performance mode, I like to do high performance. That's just so, you can re-roll quicker. It's just makes things quicker for me, in my opinion. So I go with that. So these settings right here are good. Then you click create, and we're going to open this up, and we're going to change some settings. Now all we can do right now is just change some settings. You can't actually have reroll work until we go back to this file I was telling you about, and we have to root BlueStacks. So before we do that though, we're just going to get everything set up first. So you're just going to check all of the settings. Everything looks great. This is how it's supposed to look. Everything should be on DirectX. And then just go through all this. You're going to want to make sure all of these are checked off. You can, I mean, it's up to you. These settings are very much up to you, but that's just my prerogative. You can change your device profile. So something you have to keep in mind is that when you go to download Monopoly Go, sometimes it doesn't always work on the phone options here. So I usually just use this Samsung Galaxy S10, but there's been times where Monopoly Go will update and I won't be able to use that option anymore, so I can just go in phone and change my phone to something that a phone that works for Monopoly Go. And then everything else looks pretty good. You can pause the video to make sure that you have all the settings correct. So, oh, one more thing. You don't have to worry about this. This is just for another little fun thing that I do. Don't worry about that setting. You can leave it off. Oops, what did I do? So now that that's all set up, you want to obviously sign into everything. What I usually sign into is the Play Store. And in the Play Store, I'll download Monopoly Go and I'll download Facebook Messenger. So one way that you're going to sign in to Monopoly Go once you're ready is by going on Facebook on your browser and logging in that way. So just click Facebook or type Facebook, log in to Facebook through the browser, and then another very important piece of information is you need to download Facebook Messenger. That is the only way that you'll be able to add people. I don't know the reasons behind this, but for some reason, if you were to enter somebody's invite link into the web address or the browser, it's not going to open Monopoly Go. It's just going to take you to the App Store. So you have to basically send a message to yourself on Facebook Messenger and then click the link from Facebook Messenger and then it will it will open Monopoly Go. Very strange, I know. But anyways, once you have those two things downloaded, Monopoly Go and Facebook Messenger, and you're logged into Facebook, we're ready for the next step. Now we have to root BlueStacks. So that's where this comes in. Once you're at this file, you're going to want to open it with some kind of like note editing software. I have Notepad++, but you can also just use normal Notepad. And what we're looking for is, I'll show you. So on Windows, Control F, this will pop up, and we're going to type in root. We're going to hit enter, and we are looking for enable root access. And basically what this is telling me is this is the instance we have. This instance, Pi64 is the type of instance. And then we're going to enable root access by putting a 1 here. When you open it, it's probably going to be a 0. When you put a 1 there, it's turning on root access. 0 means off and 1 means on. Then you're going to go back here and you're just going to click Find Next. And you're going to keep switching everything to 1 until it does a full rotation, basically. So just make sure that everything that it takes you to is a 1. So once that's done, file save. That's already saved, but you'll save it. And now BlueStacks will be rooted. Perfect, amazing. So now we can put in our APK. And like I said, I have a whole link or a whole folder, Google Drive folder of all these APKs that you can put in there, Reroll APKs that you can put in there. My favorite is the Blackpink one. Not because I like Blackpink, but because it's black and pink. It's kind of cute. So that's the Reroll that I'll use. And then you're going to click on Reroll. You're going to turn this on, allow display over other apps, and then you're going to go back and you're going to start Reroll and you're going to turn it on. Okay? Super easy. If it doesn't work, then you didn't route your BlueStacks correctly. That's the only reason it doesn't work. If this is too big for your taste, you can change the size. Just make sure you turn it off and you can change the size here. And then when you turn it back on, it'll be a little smaller. I like it smaller, I prefer it. Alright, I'll show you a quick example. Let's do one of these. And I'll just show you some examples of on how to use Reroll. So as you can see here, I have my Messenger, I have my Reroll, I have my Monopoly Go, and I'm logged into Facebook on Google Chrome. So I'm going to open Monopoly Go. When you open Monopoly Go, it's going to ask you to log in, and you just log in just as normally as you ever would. It's just click log in with Facebook, and that's how you do it. You don't even have to. You can log in as a guest. It doesn't matter. So right now, Reroll is not on, so I'm going to want to go back to Reroll, start Reroll, turn it on, go back, and this is how it works. So in my last tutorial, I was telling you about how to create like what you call it? I can't even use my words right now. Create like a list of your rolls on each multiplier to be able to figure out where you're going to land. And I do that by using Reroll. So with BlueStacks, you have an airplane mode right here, so you don't have to use Reroll's airplane mode. Never use that. Use the built-in feature, airplane mode. You're going to click that. Always click it before you roll. Otherwise, the internet is going to be on and Monopoly Go is going to track your roll. But when you turn on airplane mode, it's not going to track your roll. It's like you have bad internet. So you click go, and that's a really bad roll. I didn't land on anything. So then you click re-roll, just like that. And while it's loading, turn off airplane mode. Very simple. And while you're waiting for it to load up, you can, so now with the times 100 multiplier, you know where you're going to land. It's going to land on 4. I don't want that to land there. So now I'm going to turn on airplane mode and do times 1, just a throwaway roll. And hopefully I land somewhere better. I land on a railroad, but it's fine because I don't really like shutdowns anyway. So I'm just going to shut this person down on times 1. And that will bring me one step closer to getting a mega heist on max roll. So then we're going to try again. Airplane mode on and roll. And that's a bad roll too. So we're going to re-roll. Now say for instance, you landed somewhere that you like and you want to stay there. Something you can do is you can click this save button. The save button is very important. I don't really click the save button like as you can see, I landed there. I want to stay there. I want it to record my roll. So all I did was I just turned airplane mode off and waited about 15-20 seconds, and then I can roll again. You just need to give it some extra time to for the internet to turn back on and for the app to record your roll. Um, the save button is just a way for you to make sure that your place gets recorded or your roll gets recorded. I don't really use it. It kind of is a waste of time sometimes. Anyways, that was a long explanation for something that barely matters. Um, I don't want to land there, so I'm gonna re-roll that. And that's just how you do it. That's re-roll. Um, So just to build off of my previous video, because a lot of you were confused on like, oh, how did you make that? Like, how did you know what numbers to put? I may not everyone's numbers are going to be the same. Everyone's probabilities are different. Everyone's roll patterns are different. So since it's different, you have to record your own rolls and create um, a record of it if that's how you want to play. How I play personally is I just go times 1 if I land somewhere I didn't like, and then try times 100 again, and then I keep repeating that. I keep going back and forth. Um, so you can do it my way. I prefer that way. It's a little quicker. But if you're really good with numbers and, you know, quick quick to think and put things together, it might be better for you to record your rolls and try to figure out mathematically where you're going to end up. And it might benefit you more. So that's kind of what I was explaining in the previous video, the new reroll method was just recording your rolls and putting them together in a sequence where you'll just land on railroad every time with a certain sequence of rolls, if that makes sense. So for example, we'll start recording on times 1. So that's 8. So I'm going to record that 8. What was this? 5. Oh, I don't want that. That was 2. Another thing is at any second here, it's going to have a little pop-up saying that there's no internet and it won't let me do anything. That's okay. You just basically roll as many times until that pop-up comes up. A good trick for that is wait to record your rolls after, I don't know, like 10-15 minutes, because it takes about 10 or 15 minutes for the game to warm up. I know this sounds very weird, but for example, you just opened the game, you're trying to record your rolls, and you can't even roll 1 or 2 times without the pop-up coming up. So just wait 15 minutes and it'll let you roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 times like it just let me roll. So now we're going to record times 2. So that's an 8, 11, come on. Gosh, these wheels take forever. This is another thing. You can have a better chance of recording your rolls if you don't have all your landmarks built. What was that? 6 or 7? I think. I don't remember. But you get the idea. Your you're trying to record all of your possible rolls, and then you basically, how do I make this bigger? Come on. So you're trying to record all your rolls and try to figure out what multipliers you can put together to land on a railroad the quickest. If that makes sense. So I would do like record times 1, I would record times 2, and then I would record maybe times 3 if I wanted to, but then ultimately times 100 or whatever your max is. And record all of those and just look at your board and kind of fit in like and try to see, oh, if I roll uh, an 8, I will be 7 away from the railroad. So maybe after you roll 8, maybe the second number, I'm just going to throw out a bunch of different numbers here, just for example. So after I roll an 8 and I land here, then I see this is a 7 for the next roll. On max roll, I'm like, oh, that's perfect. I know that I'm going to land on a railroad if I roll this multiplier. That's basically the concept. It takes a while just to set it up, but once you have it all set up, you're smooth sailing. You're just looking at the numbers and seeing which multiplier is going to get you where you want to go. And it's all set up for you already, so it's really nice. So I hope that this video helped you. I know it's been a while. I just, like I said, I didn't expect the video to blow up like that. It's so weird. And everybody was just demanding this tutorial, do this, explain this. Hopefully I fit in as much as I possibly could in this video to answer most of your questions. If not, obviously, comment more and I will try to make more tutorials quicker this time. I'm in a good place in my life and I got the time, so just let me know whatever you're confused about and I'll try to explain it to you. Maybe I'll do a little tips and tricks video just in general without cheating with Reroll. I'll just like explain some good things to know as a new Monopoly Go player. So yeah, thank you for watching. Enjoy and happy rolling. Bye bye.